Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Omnifactory here on my channel. Thank you all for tuning in today, and let's get right into it. Put all my clothes back on. Now, last time we made one of these autoclaves. There's one more pretty important machine I think I want to get made for us real quick. Probably two more in this entire tier, but basically we're going to need to craft up some more of that wire. You know, and I think I should have done another mining run, but I guess we'll just buy anything we need for the rest of today to help nurse us through what we got going on. So let's buy some iron. Maybe like 2 stacks worth. I think it's there and there. Yep. Okay. And I guess we can just get that smelting in the electric furnace over here. That's all good. We got some plates for the machines we're gonna make. Need it in there. I don't really know what I made this pulsating iron for, but I'll take it, you know? I feel like I had a plan with that. Jeez. Oh, for deep mob learning. Okay, but we're taking a small timeout on deep mob learning for a minute to work on our power, because currently our power is chewing through this sugar cane faster than we can bring it in, which is not good, because I really don't want to have to just make a third one of these setups, though I could. Yeah, I just would rather see if I could increase the efficiency of that dynamo itself, its fuel consumption. And that won't be so hard, but it does require one more machine to get electrical steel. So let us figure out exactly what we're doing. I have this steel drum that I made to have a use for it yet, so it's just going to sit there. We're trying to make one of these, which means we need electrical steel. To get electrical steel, it's just the alloy smelter with steel and silicon dust, and I think the only way we can get silicon is using an LV electrolyzer. So we're gonna make one of these. Pretty simple. Let's go grab 2 pieces of gold to get the wire that we need. Boop. And then just craft up the basic stuff, right? Machine frame. You need a single piece of glass, which we already have on us. We have the wires we need. Exact amount, I think, actually, which is nice. Okay. Oh, one more. And then the circuits. Circuits aren't that bad, but we're going to need some glass. Might as well. Boop. Much of that as we can. Okay, and then the tubes. We're going to be out of paper, which, again, we're almost out of sugarcane here, and that would be a big problem if we run out, because we use it a lot. So put the paper in here. Let's get 2. Didn't I make one of these already? I thought I made one. Oh, I did. It's right there. Okay, that's enough for those 2. Make a few extra resistors. And is that enough for one of these? The wrought iron plates. Get 2 of those. No. The red alloy wires. Okay. And think this got cheaper in the alloy smelter now too. Red alloy. Which I may have made the mistake of not doing last time. Yeah, I think that's the same price recipe, but like, why not, you know? I see this thing's still auto-outputting. Don't do that. Okay. Just in time to let that finish. Let's throw some of this through the wire mill now. Then we're going to need to coat it up with rubber, which we have on hand. Okay, we're getting pretty fast with our workflow, and fast running out of that stuff too. So we don't need to coat the gold, it's just a crafting ingredient. Bam, 2 of these. And that should be the electrolyzer taken care of? No, what am I missing? gold in there. And bam. Now we just need to get a little bit of this conductive iron going. Okay, there we go. And that is all of that. Looking good. Might as well wire up these. Put those back. And that should be this on its way. We're going to need a little bit of that to make a whole nother 16 cable. Like I said, I think we'll need only 2 more or so in this whole tier, so I'll just leave like that much room. Put those in. I stopped voiding so we could build that back up. Get all of this started. Fortunately, I think we only need 8 ingots to start off with, which that should now be, right? Something like that. I think that's the, oh, 1 shy. And I think that's all we need to get a single cable done of the biggest size. 8, 4, 2, and 1. Perfect. Then we plop down this guy right on top. It's probably gonna want water, but let's see how we go about getting silicon right now anyway. Clay dust, that's right, it's gonna teach us how anyway, which I think clay dust we can get from terracotta. Oops. Oh, or just clay, interesting enough with that. Honestly think I'd rather do terracotta though with this science stuff, given the option. Mortar and pestle. Man, okay, that's not going to do it. I swear I could have used terracotta. It must be the, yeah, pulverizer / macerator. Okay, we can do that. Let's do the bare minimum 9 like it said, or it said 7, but if we need 9 electrical steel, let's try 9 and see if that's the amount that works. Just let that keep on cooking. We're gonna want to electrolyze that. Oh, it does it in batches of 7 though. Okay, so we're gonna need 5 more. That's not too bad. And we'll probably need even more because I don't think we're gonna get a 1-to-1 of silicon. But that's fine. That's how we get aluminum too, I forgot about that. Which we can't process yet, but we can put it in there. Lithium. And silicon we got 2, meaning we're gonna need quite a bit more. Can I automate clay in any way? I feel like that's something I should be able to, right? Oh, does not look like, because that's not a recipe we have available yet. Dust. Yeah, okay, so sand basically. Right, I could with a bunch of macerators and then a chemical reactor, which, yeah, but wow, that kind of sucks. But it's probably just have to go mine a bunch of clay. Since I'm avoiding making a macerator as is. Let's go do that. Just bite the bullet, grab our excavator, look for some clay. Claim our quest. That's gonna let us make electrical steel now. Because I want to say an infinite cobble generator is pretty cheap, I feel like. Yeah, steel plates. So we can already do that. So meaning we can get something automated that will probably automate a lot of stuff. I'm going to try to automate more than I did the first time, like I said, to keep stuff in stock rather than just on command. And I'd like to essentially automate every tier of circuit. That'd be really cool, I think, if we could do. So we have tons of clay. Try to do it in intervals of 7. So this would be 10 batches of 7 right there. Except we're going to run out of our mortar and pestle. Beautiful. That is 70. Put it into the electrolyzer. Let it go to town. And let me turn off Discord pings real fast. Okay, Discord ping's turned off. Sorry about that. This on its way. Let us keep throwing the stuff we don't want in there. It's coming in pretty fast. I forgot how fast these basic tiers honestly go. I mean, it's kind of an easy recipe, but... let us grab the steel we will need in just a second, too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alloy smelter, you in there. Then put something of that much. Actually, was it in intervals of 8? Yeah, I feel like it was. So we can just wire mill all of that to get several more LV, whatchamacallit. Boop. Cool. The rest we're just going to let build up over time. You can see it's only staying in there for just a second, but we're about to be able to fix that. Let's get the quest done. Now we want to make one of these. So I should have been making, I can do it now, make these Invar gears and bits real quick. This one seems like a good one to do it in. So if we take a bunch of that Invar we made at one point. Did I use it all for something? Oh no, here it is, 22. That should be enough to make at least one Hardened Upgrade Kit. Putting that there and there. One of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, because I think we need at least that. Yeah, and then gears. Wow, this requires so much Invar. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wow. Okay, so let's get a bunch more of that smelting up. Nickel, we're going to turn all of that we can into more Invar and hope it's enough, though it may not be. Okay. Have the electrical steel there. So that's an important final output ingredient. Lock those in. The silicon dirt we can just put away for now, because we're not really going to need them. Okay. This is coming in good supply. Oh, that's why we're getting such bad rates. Stop using the hammer recipe. No, no plates. No, that's bad. Oh, my little monkey brain just can't remember this kind of stuff, man. Okay. The only thing we do need to do is make Invar rods in here. So this is a save. Sheesh. That's all I gotta say, sheesh. And we want this to get up to 16. $12 Invar left over, not so bad, given my silly mistakes. Let's buy some nickel real quick, too. I want to say that's just 2 Omnicoins in, like, the bottom right corner. Yeah. just get some more of that smelting to replace what we just used. Now it's gear time, but we're not going to have enough. So yeah, so we are going to need more of this now that I mistakenly wasted so much. So we need 16 of these as well. Just let about that much more go. We only need 2 batches of this to come through, and we have enough. And then my hope is we can do some upgrades on here to increase the efficiency, namely install that one and maybe one more. 2, 3, 4. Okay, we'll save that one, not that one. Hardened kit, these. Oh no. Oh, is that how you want us to do it? Man, I would have thought that had a hammer recipe. Okay. Let's make a steel mold. Wow, I think a lot of this just kind of got wasted then. No, because we need Invar frames at some point. I think we'll end up using these again. That being said, we did get it quite wrong. 16... One, two, three, 4. We're going to want to turn these into plates. And then is it 8 per gear? Because 8 times 4 is 38, I believe. Or 32. Yeah, until we can get an extruder at MV. Okay. Let's make ourselves a steel mold. It's going to want 2. We might as well make the 2 it wants us to make, even though one of them isn't very practical. It's all for the sake of questing. And last one coming through. Okay, let's look up shape. We want to make a couple blank shape plates. Put them in our inventory, never forget. Something I never do is forget. And then we're going to want mold. Small gear, gear, and block it wants. Should have saved that recipe, but it's okay. That should be a quest taken care of. Get an entire Omni quarter for that. And with that, we can now make the Invar gears, except we need a little more Invar. Oops. I mean, hey, you always need an iron plate, right? Whoopsie. Which one of these uses iron plates? You can have it. These are tin plates. Looks like nothing really does, so it's going to sit in there. Be miscellaneous, I guess. Man, I did not realize what a slow recipe this is going to be. I think I'll just cut back when I'm all done with this Invar. Okay, and that is the Invar gear squared away. Let us make this Hardened Upgrade Kit. Bam. Now we slap this guy right there. He gets 2 more slots. We can put one of those in, and already that should make the sugarcane last longer in there. It really doesn't look like it does. Does it get... Oh, more RF. Okay, so that's not actually gonna, yeah. Come to think of it, I don't think that helps here at all. I think we want fuel, if... I don't know what that would be. I don't know if there is anything actually really that can slow that down. Meaning we may just have to either take the power we're getting now, because we're going to be netting more power than we're losing with how big of a buffer we have, but that is kind of a bummer. This is all stuff we would have needed to do anyway, though, so that's all fine. Let's just keep moving then. Let's make the LV Electrolyzer, I think. That's going to help us get some of these materials that we'll need to also... because we need the vibrant alloys to make that chest, I think. That's going to pick up stuff. Or do we? No, I think we don't, and that's why I made all this pulsating stuff too. Let's take one of these, and we're going to need the fluid extractor, though, and that's kind of a complicated machine. So we need some more tin wires. Put the tin in there. Keep wrapping all the cable we can. Now that we're out of sugar cane, I don't really know what we should make plant balls out of, so I think I'm actually going to disable this for a minute. Enabled high. Okay, so that should build up a buffer pretty quickly. Around as quickly as this thing can compress it. So yeah, we're going to need to do that for a minute, because we need to be able to liquefy this pulsating iron to use it, the autoclave with it. So I may need to move over our machines, actually. Just that, just one of them. Oops. There we go. Yep, that's all right. So we can take that one down. We're just going to set it there preemptively. We can even make the cable to go underneath, I believe. And craft all these back down to little baby wires. So that's where our LV mixer is going to go. I think the mixer anyway, or the fluid extractor, excuse me. Need to get an assembly line done for the rubber as well. That'd be nice, but I'll need more sugarcane coming in for that. So as soon as we're done with that, I think that'll be next priority, I guess. Because this kind of sucks now that I'm having to manually do it. 8. Yeah, it's coming in way too slow right now for what we need, but we're going to keep moving on best as we can. Wrap up the tin wire we had. That'll be enough to get this machine, the next one we need. So one of these, one of these. Let's look up fluid extractor. We already have a pump, which is nice, so we can put that in there for final assembly. Just need 2 circuits and a piston. Piston gonna take a bunch of that stuff. Okay. So we can use the mold recipe now to make this gear easily. Not what we want. Might as well do that. So just 1 gear. Then we just want a couple wrought iron rods. 2 of those. It's going to be our piston taken care of, because we have a motor too. It's just in one of these. Right? Could have swore we had a motor. just hanging around. Okay, that is not too bad. I can make another motor quite easily. Just gonna need one piece of copper and probably more tin and stuff, so let's get all that running now. It's actually enough for 2 motors here, but that's fine. And then we just need the iron rods. 1, 2, 3. 2. It'll take 2 of them to magnetize. I think that's a recipe I decided not to save, meaning just run it manually here. Cool, so that's those 2 taken care of. We're gonna need more tin cable, which I think we can handle by putting that in there. What else? Okay, now we need the piston. Tin cable, that's what we're missing. Okay. So we'll wrap what more we can do now. Apparently that's not what we needed. Do we have 3 plates? We have 3 plates. We don't have the gear in there now. And then we can put that in there as a finished thing. Then we just need 2 circuits again. So we're gonna need more copper. Wire that up and then get so we're missing the copper wire for that too. Okay. We will need 2 of these plates in there for the 2 circuits. That'll be good for now. Ah, a little bit of... Oh no, not short, right? Missing one of these? Oh, interesting. Get his little bit of wood surplus. That's why you kind of just craft in bulk. That was the first time we've run out of those this entire playthrough. I mean, they're so cheap, look at that. So that's 12 more circuits we can make, aka like 6 more machines worth. And then missing 2 glass. Okay, that's that taken care of. We need the wrench. It was the wrench, right? This wrench? Yeah. So that should have made auto output to the right there. Then if we do auto output and put one of these in here, please go into the autoclave. And if it does, we can grab a diamond. Oh man, there we go. Okay, so it didn't move automatically. Let's just move our... So that is how you do it, right? Vacuum chest, this thing, pulsating iron, and a diamond. So it didn't auto output, but that's honestly probably fine. Is it? Because I need that one? I have no clue. Steel drum, you're going to help out. Bam. Okay. Now we can make up this vacuum chest pretty easily. It's not going to be a hard recipe for us. We already have everything we need on our person. Meaning we can fix up and expand the sugarcane farm to something way less jank would be the word. Also, wait. Oh yeah, I'm building up a stockpile because I turned this off. Let's just let it run through its stuff again till it's almost out. And yeah, I think that's gonna be okay. Then we might as well get a little more snad with any more sand we have. just as much of this as I can craft up. 1, 2, 3. I think we're just shy of... Are we? Oh, we're a few shy of a second Snad. Quite a bit. So for now, I'm not going to worry about it. Do need more sand. So we'll go get more of that before we really seriously expand this. I'm going to start tearing it down now, and I think I'll just probably cut back to when I've gotten it how I want it. Alright, we have returned finally, at least on my end finally, and it's probably only a moment for you, but as you can see, we have, well, something that looks pretty cool, I think. It's just automated sugarcane right now. In fact, I had to slow down the farm because we were producing faster than we could like move it with these item conduits, so we would have like backed up. But we're avoiding the excess. This is going to be have no problem staying fed now, and these will probably fill up like overnight or something if I just put this on that server and chunk load it. So yeah, for now. And then again, once we get a little bit, we can get some speed extract upgrades from Ender.io. We can even speed this thing up with our current amount. So yeah, pretty big. Pretty big. We actually got a quest done. There was a Snad quest. Yes, Snad. Yeah, yeah, it tells you all the things you could do with sugarcane, pretty much. We made the fluid extractor. Yep, we are aware of that. And now, what do we have? I probably will make the mixer and then maybe call it good for this episode, or I'll start doing automation line, but I think I'll save that for next time. Let's get the mixer going, I guess. Probably, actually, well, based on the recipe of the mixer, maybe that'll determine what we want to do. LV mixer. 2 circuits, tin rotor. I think that's pretty doable. We're just going to need some wrought iron plates, which you don't have on hand, so let's cook up some iron. I don't think I mind using up a bunch of this, to be honest. 1, 2, 3, 4. Half stack. Like I said, I'll restock on a lot of resources when we get back from, or I mean, after this episode, you know, finish recording. Let's get some of this going into plates right now. Yeah, pretty proud of where that puts us right now. Maybe, do we have any more rubber awaiting us anywhere? I don't think so. So maybe get some of that going too in the meantime. So we're gonna need more for cabling anyway, a lot of it. Falling quite behind on the rubber, which made me, yeah, I think that's the first thing I'm gonna automate, rubber, and then I'm gonna automate the clay and a bunch of stuff like that for the electrolyzer. That'll help us move into the next tier. Okay. And it's not even enough to make one of those yet. Yeah, we'll get a whole copy of a compressor. I'll probably do all that off stream or next stream, video. Because we'll need a whole nother, basically we'll need a compressor, we'll need a furnace, and another compressor, and that'll be rubber sheets like automated. Though I may just take it to the rubber level, so only 1 extra compressor, and just automate those, because it'd be easy enough to expand from there. And then that lets me have rubber for things like the circuit boards and all that. Alright, keep taking all of this. There we go. Only 1 more. Okay, machine casing, still shy, what we needed for that one. get the hull, and then let's save this just in case. Get rid of all of that. Maybe get the PCBs going in the meantime. I will need 2 plates for that. We're going to be shy red alloy. That. And this much. Let's go in the alloy smelter. These will get thrown in the compressor once that whole job is done. But we'll actually need it right away, so let's pause that. Super quick anyway, since we're overclocking. Watch if we don't overclock, see how much slower that goes, because that's like it using, that's the speed it's supposed to go, and this is if we double it because we use more energy, which we like doing. Like when it's speedy. When that's done, we'll get another batch of sugarcane in there. Try to be as efficient as possible. We're gonna need more of the glass vacuum tubes. More in total, actually. So let's take all the glass except for 4 that we have left. Okay, and that's actually cool. We had just enough to squeak these out here without having to wait on really anything. Put that glass in there, and then I think we just need the rotor. Oh, we have a motor? Yeah, we have a motor even left over, so. We had the tin plates. So we need 10 rods. 1, 2, 3. I think you only need 3. Yeah, and then 1 ring, 2 sets of bolts, 2 sets of screws. Give this thing a good old boop. Or not. What part am I missing? Screwdriver, right. So I guess we're borrowing the screwdriver at the moment. It's not really too much trouble. Mixer. Bam. That easy. No cable here yet, but make room for it, because it can come real soon. Get these out of here. Put those in. That's going to go help us get the rest of what we need for there. But basically the mixer is what's going to allow us to... Let's see, what would our first recipe be? Maybe we'll just throw in the first recipe to demonstrate. But really, I think that's going to require we do the blast furnace now. Yeah, it is. So, as is, we can't even quite use that yet. Blast furnace, that will definitely be a task for next video, I'm thinking. Maybe what I'll do is I'll craft all the machines I need for the to do some automation, and then I just won't set them up yet till next time. I think that sounds like a good plan. In the meantime, hopefully this will be a little bit of a shorter video. This was Something Wong. Thank you guys all for watching so much. I promise I'm going to try to make the video shorter for now. The first ones were like really hard because it's like I felt like everything I was trying to explain was pretty important and I didn't really want to cut anything out. But thanks for hanging around this far, if you've made it this far. Or if you're new, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please check out some of my mod pack reviews and other content. Thank you everybody and have a good night. Bye bye.